him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-magob, it's time for the only news that matters. And yay, it's time to bash Sammy Hagar again. I mean, Sammy Belcher. You know, Sammy Belcher equates the trajectory of Van Halen's Right Now to Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven. I shit you not. Said, noting how both were never released as singles, but was nevertheless adopted by a wider audience and pop culture. Nowadays, widely regarded as one of the greatest songs in rock music, Zeppelin's classic became the most requested radio song in the U.S. shortly after its release, even though it wasn't featured on either single released to promote 71 Zeppelin 4, which was Black Dog, Missy Mountain Hop, Rock and Roll, and Four Sticks. In a new video with the Red Rocker, Sammy Belcher, and his wife, Michael Anthony, for the series for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, the two Van Halen alumni looked back on Right Now and was picked up by the audience in sports events after the album came out in 1991. And Hagar said, the funny thing about Right Now, it is like one of those songs like Stairway to Heaven from Led Zeppelin. Stairway to Heaven wasn't like a #1 single or anything. It wasn't even really a single. It was just an AOR track played on the radio. And then Sammy says, but Right Now it became one of the biggest songs. I believe it peaked in the 20s. The video got great awards and won 3 MTV Music Awards and all that. But the song itself wasn't a giant radio hit or anything. All right, before I go off on Right Now and Stairway to Heaven, I do want to say to some people, it doesn't happen much, but it happens like once in a blue. And I like to address all these people that leave me comments saying stuff like, you know, hey man, you can't stop obsessing about Sammy and you keep making these videos about Sammy. You know, it happens here and there. And all I can say to you people, oh my God, you're so superior to me. Just keep ignoring my Sammy videos or come on in and watch it and let me annoy you some more because you're so much cooler than me. That's right. All right, Sammy Belcher sucks. And for him to even say Stairway to Heaven in the same breath as Right Now, I mean, on the same breath of any song that has Sammy Hagar's voice to it. Any song. Right Now, look, if he's saying it's true about Led Zeppelin, because I wasn't living back then, and, you know, Stairway wasn't a single, but it became a big hit. But that was way back before MTV, before Music Awards, you know, before everything. 1971, you know, I mean, and it became this, you know, arguably, and I know a lot of people will disagree, but, you know, the fact of the matter is, it is considered really the greatest song. Like, you know how Tenacious D has a song called The Greatest Song in the World? The way they end The Greatest Song in the World live, they add a little Stairway to Heaven, because that's even a nod. Like, this is the greatest song in the world. And even though my favorite song is Stargazer from Rainbow, but I gotta say, Stairway to Heaven is right up there. I'm a huge Zeppelin fan, and yet Stairway to Heaven is my favorite song of all time. Right Now? Right Now was a song that was just around then. It was Right Now the song's a hit, and now if we're talking about right now nobody cares about that damn song. You know, I mean, I'm sure, I'm positive if you look at Spotify lists, Right Now will be low on the list above so many other superior Van Halen songs with David Lee Roth on vocals. Right Now was like Finish What You Started or Best of Both Worlds, you know. It's those songs that were a hit then, but it was dated, you know. It's not Stairway to Heaven. It's not Everybody Wants Some. You know, it's dated music. Vangina music is dated music. Period. It is. There's nothing about those songs that were groundbreaking. Unlike the Van Halen with Roth, all that shit was groundbreaking. And really, at that time, Vangina, that was the peak of popularity. You know, the next album, you know, it went #1 and stuff, and probably platinum, but it was right now and Pound Cake. That was the biggest Vangina got. Then it started. If Vangina would have kept going, Vangina, what's that album? Van Sharon 3. If Vangina, I am positive about this. If Vangina was to release an album, and Gary Sharon never was their singer, they kept Sammy, and the album After Balance, it wouldn't have been as big. It just wasn't as big as, because it was already, everybody was getting sick of Sammy, and then, you know, look at all the buzz that happened in '96 when David Lee Roth came back, and MTV even made a commercial playing the song Welcome Back Kotter, the Welcome Back Kotter theme, with Dave, you know, footage of Dave jumping around, because that's what everybody wanted. And then they were interviewing the big rock stars of the time, like Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins, and Alice in Chains, and all these people, and they all being interviewed about this, and they're all like, man, Sammy's a good guy, whatever. But no, it's about David Lee Roth. That's what all these people were saying. And that's when it all, you know, bubbled. You know, everybody was wanting, and then, you know, they messed up. They got Sharon, and it ruined Van Halen. And if you really notice, man, it was after Van Halen 3, they really didn't do interviews much, man. You know? It was very weird. Van Halen was very strange toward the end, because David Lee Roth wasn't really talking much either while he was touring, doing the reunion and different kind of truth tour. He wasn't talking to the press much, here and there. And I remember there was one interview on Rolling Stone where Dave said, like in the middle of all this, before they did the album, he said something to the effect of, man, we need Michael Anthony back. You know, he said something to that effect. They should have Michael Anthony back. I remember that, reading that interview. And, yeah, but the Sammy Hagar stuff, man, it's crap. I'm sorry. I know there's fans out there, and that's cool if you're a fan of Vangina. Whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'll continue hating. And if you hate David Roth, you think David Roth is a horrible singer, then you and me are just alike, because I feel the same way about Sammy Hagar. I hate his voice. His voice sucks. I'll take David Lee Roth on his worst day where he sounds like a wounded frog, which he has, because I could say this. I'm not a sheep, I'm a fan. David Lee Roth's voice is toast, but I'll take David Lee Roth's worst day over Sammy Hagar's best day, because he sounds like nails on a chalkboard, and I am not alone. You know, all these memes that I put up of Sammy Belcher, I get from a Facebook group called Sammy Hagar Sucks. That group makes me very happy. Anyway, so I get all my pictures from there, and there's so many people that say stuff like, I can't stand the guy's voice. The guy's voice just irritates me. And I feel the same damn way. His voice sucks, his lyrics suck, his music sucks. He sucks. And I will continue to make these Sammy Hagar videos, because hopefully, who knows, hopefully it'll get to him. At least one of these damn videos. I will not stop till Sammy Hagar gets on his knees and says, please, Dr. Fuck, stop. Don't do this no more. Stop with these Only News That Matters video where it's exposing what a piece of crap liar I am. Stop! And you know he's never going to do that, so I'm never going to stop. But I will say, everybody out there, thank you so much for watching the Only News That Matters, and leave your comments below. Is Right Now like Stairway to Heaven? And hey, if you're subscribed to my channel, thank you. But if, in case you're not, please subscribe to my channel and press the little notification bell. And if you are subscribed to my channel, please check to see if you're still subscribed, because people are getting unsubscribed for no reason, and that sucks. Not as much as Sammy Belcher, but it still sucks. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.